In Thailand, it is not hard to spot transvestites walking on the streets, but back at home, it is a different story altogether. Nonetheless, transgender are living amongst us, and after a long search, Point Blank managed to find two of them to talk to us. Okay, I have with me transman Axl and his girlfriend Rie, and they have been together for a year plus already. So, guys, how did you know each other?
We know each other because we were formerly from the same workplace. She was with guys before.
I didn't expect I would go fell for him actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why do you fall for him then?
Maybe his character.
What about
he's
his
outgoing, very happy-go-lucky that type. It's and so much different from normal guys.
She was playing hard to get.
Yeah, and because he's I went back to work. After work, I went back home. Then he was tailgating me all the way until bus stop, slept under void deck. I was like, oh my god, I got a stalker.
But I didn't exactly stalk her. It's just okay, after she finished work, so I say, okay, I just want to go with you. Yeah.
Slowly a while, try get to know. Then
it feels normal.
Yeah, it started to feel normal. At first before we attached, we actually dated. So the chemistry is started to bond actually. Yeah. And we have so much thing in common, doing outdoor stuff.
Yeah, she's an outdoor person.
Yeah, chilling out at the beach, playing guitars, and that's good. It's quite a hard one to find someone that's very similar to what you like.
Yeah. Did you know that she?
Yeah,
not,
because
man.
Our workplace is a uniform group, under uniform group.
Yeah.
So we changed in the same room. So I knew that, and it was somehow it's the first time I'm being with a trans man. And I was okay, I can't fall in love with someone on my own kind. I was okay, maybe can try or what. Okay. Maybe the feeling developed actually.
Okay.
My first relationship, I was 17. I have a Japanese boyfriend.
Wow.
Who's been with me. He's been with me for 7 years.
You kidding?
Yeah. My relationships are all long-term relationships, and he actually do not know who I am. No. And that's the worst part of my life, where I actually like him, but I have to conceal what I am, and it's very, very pressuring for me.
Of course.
And then when he introduces me to his friends, his students, and I'm oh god, I have to go through shit, I don't care. I just introduce myself as myself and be myself and be confident of myself. So they didn't actually say anything.
No.
So I'm okay.
So in the 7 years, he did not suspect at all.
It's strange.
A true blue woman.
It is strange. I have to tell you, it is strange. To me, I still think it is strange. But it happened to me.
Okay. Why didn't you tell your first boyfriend that you are not
a man?
Man, yeah.
First thing, I was young. And that's my first relationship. And it's such a fantastic experience to have a boyfriend. And the second thing is, I'm worried I will lose him. Because when you're young, you don't think of the future, what's going to happen. And, you tend to hold on to your comfort zone and just go along with it. Has this thinking about transgender or transvestite. I say, is that a man? Oh, that's beautiful. But why is he has negative thinking about transvestite and transgender. So I was I feel a bit disappointed, but I still want to be friends with him. When you're young, you do not think right, so you just carry on and carry on and carry on. And oh my God, where is this ending?
Oh dear. What are his negative thinkings about transvestites?
He thinks that they are not being themselves. He thinks that they are weird, and he doesn't like them. He just say he doesn't like them. He just they're weird. Okay. I oh God, who do you think you're with right now? I can bring my friends to dinner and with him, and he's just like, oh God, he's like, are you blind? We love being together, but the only thing during our 7-year relationship, he asked me to choose between my family and him because he asked me to move to Japan. So I said, no, I'm not going to choose. I said, I'm not going to choose. I may be with you for 7 years, but I'm not choosing my family between family or you. So we broke up.
The family factor is a common deterrent in transgender relationships, and sometimes it can turn ugly and bloody. But how about your family?
My family, they totally disagree with it. Yeah,
so
and it come to the extent that he's been hit.
Yeah.
By your
Parents.
Oh.
Yeah, we were like, shopping at Plaza at one of this time. So they straightaway came and hit him.
Yeah, oh, in the public.
Drag him out of Plaza, Singapore, and hit him, kick him.
Oh, your dad?
Both my parents.
Yeah, so
Yeah, they totally disagree about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel after that?
Well, because I didn't retaliate because anyways her parents so I respect it for the way it is yeah, but I didn't do anything about it.
So how are things now between you and your parents?
I just let the matter rest at the moment. I mean, like things cool down, but still I'm kind of like scared to go back home.
Rie has been staying with Axl's family for the past year after being kicked out of her home. The course of true love never does run smooth. Now, Nina makes sure that all her relationships are opened and above board.
I'm very lucky when it comes to men. I get men who is responsible. I always want men who is responsible, and I want men who to accept me for what I am. And I still feel weird when I go out with men and they hold my hands and they feel comfortable. And then, like my present boyfriend now, okay, he goes out with me and he sees transgender and he calls them this word, aqua. And he said, oh my God, aqua. And they're like, hello, who are you walking with? Like, hello. And he look at me, they're like, you see, like aqua, like never behaved and say, well,
Okay.
but he,
the behavior?
and then he treats me as a girl, and when he looks at the transgender, he says that they are drags. I'm like, okay, can you face the fact who I am, that kind of thing. But that's him.
The fact, right?
Yeah.
He does.
But the point is that his expectations of me is very high, that he thinks of me as a girl. If I have a boyfriend, I always feel that insecurity, that if I want to go out with him in public and he wants to hold my hands, I feel a bit shy because I always think of the other person first before I think of myself. I always do not want public to talk about him. I'd rather the public talk about me than him. And then we're like, why is that guy walking with that transgender? I do not want that kind of talk. I rather okay, look at that transgender. Oh my God, he's with a guy. So he doesn't talk about him more, he'll talk about me more. So I would think of that. But so far, I notice if you behave yourself. I always behave myself. If I go with my boyfriend, I would dress properly. And then my boyfriend would tell me like, I don't want you to wear makeup. Be yourself. Okay. So I just be myself and dress properly and behave properly.
So do you think that men are actually attracted to transgender?
Yes, they are. I have to say yes, they are. Because transgender, it's important to them. Their image, how they dress. And men love to look at women, so-called women, who are well-dressed, the hair, nice hair, and you have that sex appeal. And men love that. It would be a very BS if men say that they don't look at transsexual is sexy. I don't think so. Don't give me that BS.
You might hear that,
They will definitely look, but men are very ego, especially when they're with women. They'll say, no, oh my God, look at that. But when there's no women, they were like, scurry around. It's like, hey, how are you? The dark secret of the sexual life in Singapore, in other countries, I have to say, there are men who actually wants someone beautiful with a male sex organ who's active, and they want the person to be doing to the guy. I don't know what experience this guy have, but it's weird.
So I guess it's kind of like a secret sexual fantasy that men have.
I think the man is like a closet kind of people where he loves to be below, yet he's being a man, and in public life he's married, he has children, and yet he likes to be the bottom one. You know, it's very strange.
Okay, I can't help but I want to ask Kuma, what do you think? Okay, never mind.
Okay. No comments.
Okay, yeah.
But it is true, these things happen all over the world, anywhere in the world.
Well, Axl, it's like a man already. Why don't you go for a man?
No, I guess there's chemistry. I've been heard from like men itself actually.
Okay, is that why you choose to be with a woman instead?
Maybe. There's one point when I tried to kiss, so I was like, blah blah. I never experienced that before. So when I first wanted to try it, I wonder how he sleeps. I wonder how he smiles. So I was like try, and I would like totally look away and like, oh my god.
So how's it different kissing a woman and a man?
His lips are like soft. Okay, it's like so much different. Yeah,
okay.
And much more passionate than other guys.
So having a penis or not is not important.
It's not important. Yeah, because
it's important for you.
Not really. I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
Why are you enjoying it without a penis?
Because actually, part of taking the hormones, actually, it grows a bit lah. So.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So it looks cute.
Yeah, do you see yourself together after like 20, 30 years? Do you see yourself as old man, old woman living together?
Because we must. Because if we, I guess, because a lot of straight people, they get married and then their life just go on for as long until they also retire. So I guess it is possible. Yeah.
Okay. It's only without kids, right? Or you just
can adopt. Even Angelina Jolie also adopt quite a lot, so I don't think it's a problem.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's just the same like when a real guy and then they get impotent, all that. It's exactly the same situation.
Nobody knows what will happen in future, but one thing is for sure, that the love for each other will help solve many problems that lie ahead the rocky path.
Know you're everything to me, but I can never see the two of us apart. And you know I gave myself to you, and no matter what you do, I promise you my heart. Build my world around you, and I want you to know, need you like I've never needed anyone before. I live my life for you. I wanna be by your side, everything that you do. And if there's only one thing you can believe, it's true. I live my life for you.
When we come back, we will listen to more about Axl and Nina handling their life as transgenders.
Don't cry. She want to cry already.
And later on in the show, Point Blank brings you to Thailand to explore their culture of transvestism.